return inside the spot. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So West Virginia's offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers.
They just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better than football.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Bearcats want to move quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Flips it out on the screen. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. It was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the fumble recovery gives the ball to the offense with a first and goal. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Fitted in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here, he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He's got the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just keep slinging it. Got his man. At the 40, there we go. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Mountaineers are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Setting up the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia. Quick strike from the air for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. There he goes. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Going to swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Brown. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Trying play action. Here's a heat. The short hands. It's hot. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball under the 32. And the Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Bowling. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw again. They're setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Mountaineers head quickly to the line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A first down for the offense. From the gun. Grabs in the backfield. It's Hubbard. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Using the quick game. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Hubbard. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get us down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to pass, it's Boley. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the grab.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Under fire. Got his man in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. There's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Boley. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for room. It's Hubbard. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know, but if this... that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half with a run. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback to run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Motion from the back. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Right on the money. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the
Lost one deep down the right side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to keep it in the air. This time he's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clicks at a really high level on third down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go.
offense keeps giving up sacks and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
That's caught. It's Etheridge. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Bearcats in the hurry-up.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have, with the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Jackson. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Bearcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Rush is on him. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go. The ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Gentry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 30. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45.
And David, on third inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The give to the tailback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The sure hands, it's Etheridge. Running to Green. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the air on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
He's going to take off. Gets some yardage and gets down.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The play action fake. Steps away to find some room. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the move, he fires. He makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They had a great day today. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They turn it into a defensive score.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Creates a little space. He's got an alley. Wide open, it's a foot race. They won't get him in. It's a touchdown. He is the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot good to go back. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Gentry. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll leave it with him. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Gentry. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate